Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day. Today is Tuesday the 14th, and today was a lovely, beautiful day to be alive. Got up this morning, fairly decent time frame, had some weird ass dreams. I don't know, I get those sometimes and don't know what caused it, but strange stuff. So went ahead and got a couple things done this morning. Got the dogs in and out, rotating around because still got the two dogs that don't get along. The ones here, it's been, I don't know, it's supposed to be 2 weeks was what they prepaid for, and it's been like another week since then. So hopefully it goes home. If all goes well Friday, that should make life a little bit easier, but it is what it is. So wife got up and got out to work. Went pretty well. I just kind of get the dogs all fed, medicated, and keeping them separated out. And then looked up in the weather, and it was kind of like it had a weather storm coming. I was like, I don't think it's that bad, but it's not too bad. And I started looking, it's like, it looks kind of shitty. So I finally said, well, I'm just gonna get my run in and get it over with before the storm gets here and whatnot. Well, actually, before that, I had a client reach out, wanted to do a meet and greet for their new dog. They had an older dog that I'd watched forever that had passed away. And luckily on that one, the dog was supposed to be at my house that day, and the dog wasn't doing well, so they took the day off and stayed home with the dog, and then it passed that day. So thank God it didn't happen here with me, so which we would have understood, but it's just something I don't want to make that call. So worked out well with that one. But they've since found a new dog, and it's a little loaf of bread with legs. It's a little fat corgi that the previous owners did not exercise much at all, and I'm assuming fed a lot of people foods to show it its love, kind of thing. So but they went ahead and they brought it by, and it was pretty sweet and pretty calm. It's lost a bunch of weight through the foster care, and through them it's lost quite a bit of weight, but it's not very social. I guess the foster care they had like 6 dogs in the house, and they said this dog doesn't interact with any other dogs. It pretty much just stays to itself and whatnot. And I brought out one of my clients' dogs, which is here quite a bit. I've been watching since it's like a puppy, and he's really good with other dogs. So I brought him out to do a test to kind of see how the new dog would react. And new dog was kind of indifferent and whatnot, and then he was getting attention from the owner, and the Eddie walked up behind him. It was probably a foot from his butt, so like wasn't even like right up on him or nothing, and the dog snapped back kind of real aggressively, but was nowhere near Eddie. So I'm not sure what that was. I think it was hopefully more just being protective over the owner, like didn't want to lose the attention the owner was giving it. So I told him, because they said there's got a stay coming up for a longer trip. I'm like, well, I need to do a few daycares at least, and maybe a single overnight before I agree, because that little interaction right there can become a problem, especially with like a super old, not really old, but like a super out of shape, non-playful dog. Because most of my dogs I watch are very active and very playful, so I need to, try it out. And they understood. They were like, yeah, makes complete sense, which I used to watch their dog quite a bit during the week. So it was one of those situations where I had that dog quite often anyway, a day or two a week for a long time, and then I'd have it on their trips. So this was one they're going to go back to with this one as well, but we'll see how it goes down. So then after that, they'd left, and then I started with the weather and decided, well, screw it, I'm going to go ahead and get my run in, and went out to get my run done. And as I was literally about to walk out the door, my wife texted and said, hey, the storm's coming. It's pretty bad. We got pretty heavy winds and all kinds of crazy shit. So I was like, hey, no problem. I went ahead and said, oh, I'm going for a run anyway. So went ahead and hit on my run. Did pretty good. It started raining pretty hard. Kind of as it was finishing up, my run, it was coming in. I made my run super short. Kept it just to keep my run streak alive. It's basically all it was. It's just to keep a run streak alive. And as I was finishing up, I was near done. I was halfway plus already. So one of my clients drove by, and she stopped, and she's like, hey, you need a ride home? Storm's coming. I'm like, no, I'm fine. She goes, it's really bad. I'm like, I'm good. I'm like, it's just rain and wind, and it's not the rain and wind, it's what the rain and wind blow into you that's actually the problem. But as I got home, it picked up, started hailing, and it was not big hail, it was like pea size, but making a lot of noise. And I brought a piece into the house, and I was like, your mom, like, hey, you want a piece of hail? Like, it's stuff's ridiculous, and you could hear it hitting the cars and stuff, but pea size hail isn't going to do nothing. Now, if you're on like a motorcycle without gloves on, I've actually split my knuckles open with hail in the past. I was trying to race a storm home one time in Iowa, and I was doing well over 100 mile an hour, and a big piece of hail hit my knuckle and just bloodied my hand out like crazy. I had blood all my face and everything. It was like blowing back on me so much that it was kind of one of those things you're like, this sucks. But it is what it is. So luckily that was not the case today. Got back in and the storm was just bad. And then the one dog I watched that has to be separated from our dogs, she hates storms, and she's old and she's losing her damn mind, like absolutely crazy. So moved all the dogs around real quick and got her able to come into the master bedroom bathroom with me. So she was in there, and it seems like she can see a person. She's not so bad with it, but man, she just is real bad most of the time. So yeah, I went ahead and did that, got cleaned up, and then basically hung out with the dogs, waited for the storm to pass, and then was able to go back outside. And it was weird, we haven't had real rain here in a while. Like, this has been one of our longer dry seasons in a long time, especially come up on spring, summer. It's usually raining every single day. We've been weeks without rain, so hoping a little bit of rain will help liven up the yards and stuff and whatnot. There's a bunch of dead yards all around the area, including mine's got some dead spots. Even with my sprinkler going, it's not keeping up. I probably need to bump back up because I turned it down for winter, so I need to try to bump it up to more days. But hopefully the rain will offset that. It won't be a big deal, but I won't have to water my new trees today, which would be nice. So hung around. Wife got home from work and we chatted a little bit and kind of talked, and decided to do leftover pork chops and potatoes. So I chucked them in the air fryer and heated those all back up, and she decided to slice hers up into little tiny slices and stick it on a sandwich. I'm assuming she put barbecue sauce on it, really look, I guess. But she knocked hers on a sandwich. I ate just a regular pork chop. Watched another episode, season 1 of Physical 100, and it's so different. It's such a different show than the season 2. Like, because this first year, nobody knew the strategies. So second season, people had seen season 1 already, so they had different strategies as they were, attacking the games. So it's kind of cool to see. But interesting little show. Had the dogs all fed again, and then got a dinner, headed back outside, and had myself a nice cigar, just rotating dogs through, just constantly rotating dogs through. So came in a little bit earlier than normal. Not really a big deal, but sometimes I stay out later, sometimes I don't. The dogs were not really in a playful mood, so I just like being out there with them. So headed in, watched a couple episodes of stuff in the bedroom with my wife, and opened up my peanut M&Ms I picked up at Costco the other day because I haven't had any for a while. She goes, "Those gummy bears?" I'm like, "Nope." She goes, "You get those at Costco?" And I'm like, "Yep, but they're not gummy bears." So she finally realized what they were. So I get a little chuckle on that. I'm like, she goes, "I didn't know about gummy bears." I'm like, "Oh, I don't know about gummy bears at Costco either, because these aren't gummy bears." She goes, "Are they not?" I'm like, "No, they're M&Ms." So it's kind of funny. So we had a good little chuckle on that one. But overall, pretty good day. Kind of uneventful. It is what it is. So that's all I got for right now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.